Warren, when you saw that headline, Justice Tunoi bribed 200 million shillings, what went through your mind?
Yeah, first of all, I would like to say that Ahmed Nasir is right on most of the things that he has written there, but he's wrong on 2 points.
Go on.
The first point he's saying is that Kenya has tried very much. He's saying Kenya has tried probably more than any other country has to reform its judiciary. Kenya hasn't tried. Kenya hasn't actually tried. Every time Kenya purports to try, Kenya picks the most inept, the most compromised, the most cowardly, the most visionless, and the most unpatriotic, and installs them in important positions of power, and then expects or purports or pretends to expect a different result. If you select the kind of personality I have described and places him or her in a position of power and responsibility, you have to expect spectacular failure. And that's what we have gotten consistently.
That's exactly what we've got.
Kenya has never really fought corruption. Kenya has never really been interested of rooting out lethargy and incompetence. Because if Kenya was, then Tobiko would not be DPP. You see, Tobiko cannot prosecute a mosquito. Forget about a corruption baron. He can't prosecute a chicken or a mosquito. He did corporate commercial law, has never done criminal law, has never practiced criminal law, does not know how to practice criminal law. And so how do you expect him to know how to prove a case in court, a criminal case?
How did he get that position? How did he get that position?
Remember the description I've given you? He fits that description. So he's given by the power barons. He was not supposed to do anything. The DPP's office is a revolving door of lethargy, corruption, and the culture of impunity. It's a revolving door. That's what it is. Tobiko is now assumed the position of Mr. Return the File. That's what he does. He returns the file. Tobiko has also usurped the power of the National Police Force, and maybe with a tacit agreement of the police. The police are the ones with a mandate to investigate and charge people and take them to court. Then Tobiko prosecutes. Tobiko's role is not to investigate anything. He can only order investigations if the cases that have been brought to court that are now for prosecution, there are further inquiries and investigations that have to be done. But investigations is not his remit, and he cannot purport now to assume the power of the police. But you see, interestingly, the Kenyan police only cede that ground when it is a rich, fat, corrupt person. When it is a chicken thief, or a bank robber, or a rapist, or somebody who has broken the leg of somebody, they arrest them and they take them to court. They don't take them to Tobiko for vetting.
Is that why no big name has ever been prosecuted?
Of course, because Tobiko was supposed to be their gatekeeper. They chose Tobiko. So there is no reason why we should expect anything different. The same with EACC. Have you had a prosecution office or an office, a legal office that deals with investigations and prosecutions of crimes, where the CEO, the chairperson, and the deputy are all non-lawyers? How would they be able to determine what evidence is likely to convict anyone? So of course, you would have them bring files that are incompetently investigated, deliberately incompetently investigated. It would be taken to Tobiko for the return files syndrome.